Well,
as
I
opposed
think
to
the
power.
biggest mistake that we make, that Christians make, period, is that we have fallen for this great lie that Christians having power and enforcing power and will is somehow evil or against Christian ethics, when indeed it is not. And so what happens instead is we get ruled by secularists who hate us. And they hate everything that we stand for. They hate all the ethical systems which we promote. They loathe it. And so they do everything they can to dismantle it. Half the time they're scoffing and laughing. They mock us openly as much as they possibly can. And I think that the reason that this has happened is we've fallen for kind of a great lie. And the great lie is Christians, you're not allowed to rule, because that's the most Christian thing you can do, is just to not ever be in power, not ever be in charge, and to be continuously persecuted while society pretends that you're everything that you love. Every kind of tradition that you have is destroyed right in front of you, but then they go, but I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you, though. I'm not touching you, so you can't do anything. And this is the greatest lie that we fall for. Christians should be in power. There's no reason they shouldn't be in power. They should absolutely be enforcing Christian ethics as a way of life. There's no problem with that. Why are secular ethics superior? Why do we consider secular ethics to be in any way, shape, or form better than Christian ethics? Why? It makes no sense. But what happens is, this is why libertarians, there's kind of I've kind of been at war, let's say, verbal war with libertarians for years over this, because it's stupid. It's stupid to say that the world that we live in is a enforced will. That's what it is. It's will to power. That is what's true. Now, under Christian ethics, we don't think might is right, but we do think that might makes. It does make, whether it makes right or not. That's a different conversation. I don't think it does, but it does make. And so if you are going to be in a nation and you want to see the Christian ethics that you live by enforced, then you have to have politicians and you have to have people in powerful position who share those ethical systems and are willing to enforce them. Libertarians do everything they can to undermine that, and that's why progressives end up with power. They don't care. I liken it this way. If you were to take a libertarian, a Christian ethicist, and a leftist progressive, and they all found the sword of power, there was one single sword, and it was an all-powerful sword. The libertarian and the Christian ethicist would argue for a while before they agreed, whichever one of us takes a sword, the other one will be able to live side by side. By the time that happens, the progressive has already picked it up, cut you both in half. He's already ruling the world. Okay? That's how it actually works in real time. And so I think it's silly. I think it's silly.